Hi everyone, this is November the 7th, 2009, and I'm speaking to you right from Panama City, Panama, in our condominium, 17 floors up in the air, looking over the city. Decent sized city. We've got I'm looking at all kinds of high rises, but one of the things that is piquing my interest today is just out there. You can't see it, it's behind you, but it's a cloud buildup. And it's interesting to see the clouds build up in a tropical country. They can build up really quite fast with the humidity and cold air mixing and melding. So it is interesting. So the thing that puzzles me about all that, or maybe not puzzle, that's a wrong word, but I suppose what intrigues me about the cloud buildup is how nature responds so quickly. I've been sitting here looking at this cloud formation on and off for about 15 minutes, and it has gone from a small formation into a large formation. Looks like a thunderstorm is going to approach. It's getting dark. You know it's going to rain because it's near the end of the rainy season right now. And so I'm intrigued, I suppose, by the change that nature can make so quickly and have such destructive effects. For instance, yesterday, we haven't heard a lot of reports of damage yet, but I'm sure it's coming. Yesterday, looking outside my window, we can see, I don't know, 40 or 50 high-rises. When the rain came down, as hard as it did, we saw one high-rise. That's all we saw. And so I'm pondering those things and the seriousness of nature and how strong nature can be and how impacting it can be in our lives. Not only with rain and water, floods, but earthquakes, all these things, tsunamis that we certainly know about these days. I got interested in this, and so I thought I want to find a book that can help me out to understand disaster. So I got a book. It's called here it is, A Paradise Built in Hell by Rebecca Solnit. Great book, actually. Good, interesting reading from a sociological perspective, an anthropological perspective, in terms of how people handle disaster, how they handle difficulties in life. And one of the things I wanted to just share with you what she writes. She says the ordinary, speaking of disaster now, or suffering, or difficulties in life, the ordinary and the extraordinary need each other, or rather everyday life needs to be interrupted from time to time, which is not to say that we need disaster, only that it sometimes supplies the interruption in which the other work of society or life is done. That's interesting. It sometimes allows you to return to that life, your life, with more power, more hope. Kind of interesting take on disaster or suffering or struggles that we all personally have in life. And it's just kind of intriguing to me that what she's really saying there is we need to change our attitude sometimes. Instead of when things go wrong and we mope, we get angry, we get uptight, she's saying, let's look at the positive impact of this, that you get a chance to start over again. You can go back to square one. The disaster in your life has, if I can use the term disaster, the disaster in your life has stopped you in your tracks. Everything you were going to do, you can't do. So what do? You start over. Why get angry? Why get mad? That's living in the past. So let's just start over. And so I found that was a kind of an intriguing little detail for me. And I just thought I'd share that with you today because it meant a lot to me. Thought it might mean something to you, that in our miniature disasters, though we may never go through an earthquake, a hurricane, tsunami, whatever, a flood, we do have daily disasters in our lives where we get stopped. Well, let's use that as an opportunity. Instead of being frustrated, let's use it as an opportunity to begin again. Well, talk to you again. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.